of Good Dawning with myself, Mr. Floyd there. Welcome. How we doing, guys? It's morning already. Dawning. How do we get there? All right. Didn't we just do this? Just kidding. All right. Welcome, guys. Today we have the Hero's Journey deck and me. So how are we doing? Welcome, family. And yesterday, if you missed yesterday, it was amazing. We had Angela go live with us to do her amazing light language and her amazing voice. And we will have Angela back on again in a couple weeks. We're going to have her on a couple times a month to do her light language, and amazing. So so thank you guys for tuning in yesterday. And Angela, thank you if you are. I'm seeing the chat, but if you're watching there, thank you, Angela. That was Lottie. Good Dunning. Let's Spirit Guide. Today is Tuesday, so Laura B will be live today. Let's Spirit Guide. She will be live today at 5 o'clock my time, which is 7 o'clock East Coast. So definitely check out Laura B there. She used to be live on Tuesdays here until she went live on her own. And So Let's Spirit Guide and Laura will be live. We used to be Tuesday night live, but now we're dark on Tuesday nights because Laura is live at 5 o'clock. We could go after Laura, but we'll never be live when Laura is. All right. Lachi B, good Johnny, Millie, Fatima. Yes, favor to your son there. Fatima's son had surgery, so favor to her as well and her son. And big healing hugs and love. And all right, guys. So welcome. Good dawning. I just rolled out of bed. Still playing catch up on sleep. Just yeah, exactly. So how are we doing, guys? How's your universe? Play, love, remember. Good dawning, Scotty boy. Yeah. So let's take a moment. Let's see what we got going on here. All right. All right, guys. So let's do the cards here, and then we will go from there. Hershey, good dawning. As well, Hershey's been on vacation. If you've been looking for Hershey, the Shadow Reader, she has not been live. And she said she's coming live after the 10th. She will be back for the 10th. All right. Let's see what we get here with the cards. This is my best shuffle ever. All right. So we're looking to revamp the show here. If you have any ideas, or at least keep it fresh, send me an email, Mr. Floyd Channelings with an S at gmail.com. And if I ever remember, I'll put a poll in there, a couple of opinion polls to see what sticks to the wall here and what does not. But, all right. More intuitive me. Good dawning, Elizabeth. And she does a daily card pull usually, so check that out as well. More intuitive me. All right, so let's see what we've got. We got fluorite for later. We use the rainbow fluorite for creativity and to see what we can bring into our universe. All right, so we got the cards here. Let's cut these into 3. Un, dos, and tres. And let's see what we get for today. All right, so the bottom card is our energetics of what we're looking to achieve today. And then the top 3, un, dos, and tres, is how we achieve said energetics today. And so let's see what we got. All right, so today the universe is looking at 10,000 angels. Ooh, this is different. Lean on your circle of supernatural support. So it's asking you to jump in with your soul family there, your spirit family, and to lean on them for support today. Suzette, good dawning. Beautiful to see you here. Tina, good dawning as well. All right, so so it's asking you to lean on the support of your angels, of your guides, of your spiritual family in this case. So I don't know what's going to be going on in your universe today, but if you need leaning, then make sure you are reaching out to your guides, your family, whatnot. All right, so let's see. Next card. In order to achieve leaning on your circle of supernatural support, which really isn't that hard. It's just talking to your guides. We have weird is the new cool. So weird is the new cool. Boldly express your uniqueness. So boldly express your uniqueness. Weird is the new cool. Of course, these are numbered as well. I forget that. So this is number 17, or if you break it down, it's an 8, which is infinity or flow. This is 48 or 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 or 3, if you want to really break it down. So weird is the new cool. Boldly express your own uniqueness. So where are you weird but yet unique? We're all different in our own way, right? There's 8 billion expressions of some sort of expression of source, right? Whether that's real or vibrating or whatever. But how do you express yourself uniquely as source? All right. And finally, you are invited. Suit up, show up, and open up. So you are invited, and that's usually generally a card that you're moving forward in some fashion. You're suiting up, showing up, and then stepping forward into your good dawning into your universe. There, that's a number 9, by the way. 9 is a cycle change. So there you go. And finally, 14 or 5. Where are you? Where you are is where it's at. Tune turntables and a microphone, right? Where it's at. All right, so stay still until you are divinely moved. So, but it's basically, all right, so now this makes more sense now that it says stay still. So it's asking you to get in touch with your soul family, right? So take a moment to get in touch with your higher family. Not that this isn't but our spiritual family. That's always with us when we're not on YouTube or anything else. So take a moment to get with your spiritual family. Step into your uniqueness. Everybody's unique, right? The 3 there. So step into boldly. Boldly express your uniqueness. So suit up and show up. You are invited. So stand in that uniqueness is what it's asking you to do. You are invited. So stand in your frame and suit up, show up, and open up. So when you are invited, wherever you go, be that new you, right? The unique expression of you. Take your angels with you. And finally, it says, stay still. So kind of what it's asking you, don't try to make forward progress until you are divinely moved. So it's asking you, there's sometimes when we try to make forward progress, are we doing it with the divine? Are we doing it with our inner self, or are we doing it with our ego, with our lower self? With our ego is not generally our amigo, right? And so are we doing these things that are actually not helping us, maybe hindering us, because we're coming out of ego or whatnot, instead of coming from a bigger or better frame? So that's a good question there. But sometimes we try to force things that don't work either. So are you trying to force movement in your universe that may not be there? That may be trying to say, hey, sit on your butt, sit on your Hillary Duff for a minute and let things come to you, or wait until you get that divine spark of inspiration, or wait, maybe we have something to tell you and we're asking you to sit on your duff. All right, so yeah, favorite. Now, finally, we get a haircut today, though. Grateful for that. We do get the hairs chopped off, and yeah, it'll feel like $1 million. But yeah, it's been about like 8 weeks since I got my haircut, give or take. So yeah, I'm grateful. So yeah, so where are you? Find your own uniqueness today, but they're asking you not to take any crazy actions. They're asking you really to just kind of sit on it, so to speak, until stay still until you are divinely moved. So connect with the divinity today. Connect with your higher self. Not that you probably aren't anyways, I would hope, but connect with your higher self, your higher family, and let that all come in. But yeah, and see where you are divinely moved and what you are divinely moved to do. That's the question. Are you divinely moved to, I don't know, everybody's situation is different. Everyone is looking for something different, and everyone's in a different space. Even if it's considered weird. Millie, all right, we go backwards here. All right, Scotty, I was cleaning photos out of my phone and came across screens from 822 of an EA live where you were in comments. It was foreshadowing that we would meet, I believe. Oh, wow. Awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I used to see Scotty Boy at Arwayne Steiger, and then he disappeared for quite a while, and then we asked Chloe what was going on, and now Scotty Boy's right here, but and I haven't been on Arwayne Steiger in quite a while, but yeah. All right, guys. So how are we doing? Lots of things going on here. We're pre-Mercury retrograde, and I can definitely feel it. This one may be I'm not going to give it any energies, but according to the experts, it might be a heavier Mercury retrograde, especially for cancers and such. But So favor, we're not going to look for that. We're going to favor. We're blocked the Mercury retrograde energies. But yeah, it's already kind of a shift, right? But it's weird. Every time I'm looking for and finding work, for some odd reason, it's always within a Mercury retrograde. This one's going to go to August 11th. So, I mean, technically I'm okay way through then. But as I look for work, it's kind of funny. Every single went to the worked at the a dental office for a quick minute doing insurance verification. It was a way crazy job, but it was during a Mercury retrograde, and I ended up leaving that job. I got hired during the retrograde, and I quit within a week of actually having the job because it was, yeah, and trying it on, and it didn't fit. But of course, by the time I left, one of the dentists had quit, two of the front staff had quit. So yeah, change agent, right? So everywhere I go, I bring change in some fashion. Came to Colorado, and then I brought COVID behind it, right? There we always change. But yeah, all right. So let's do some work with the curve cards here. How are we doing, folks? Grateful to have all of you here. If you're new here, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell. Yeah, you may see some changes on Good Dunning. I'm trying to see what sticks to the wall here, what doesn't. Every couple of months or so, we try to refresh the show, right? Otherwise, it gets stale. You're just watching the same thing every day. But so if there's Chris, I know, Chris, you're on vacation. Thank you. Fantastic. I'm going to get Chris, send you an email today, Chris. Let's figure out a time when you can come on and bowl us over, right? So Chris has 2 bowls now, and we're going to get him on to bowl us over, assuming, how's your wrist? How are you feeling there? But otherwise, yeah, we'll have Chris on. And Kay, but funny now, calling others who never would think or want one. Listening to DMT like beings and the feathered serpent mentioned, saw live too, said back, good dining time. Okay, fantastic, Kay. Feeling great today. Thanks. Awesome, Chris. Yeah, I'm going to send you an email, and we'll figure out a time if you want to come on Good Dining or do a separate show, and we'll have Chris on, and he can bowl us over. He did the first time. His Palladium bowl there. If you got anything going on with your root chakra there, his Palladium bowl will bowl you over there and take you into space to fix it for sure. But so yeah, we're gonna have Chris on. To Josh, you used to read my comments fast. And well. I just read your comment. Miriam D Oceans, good dawning. Welcome. Yeah, so let's work with the curve cards here. And why do we work with the curve cards? I was working with intuition and all of this. Generally speaking, the realm that we're standing in, you're not going to see it, most likely. You only see less than 1%. Most likely, you're going to feel it and have to step into it in that manner. Hey, Sax Squatch just went live. If you don't know who Sax Squatch is, it's the guy dresses as in a Sasquatch suit and plays techno saxophone. So check out Sax Squatch. I just got a thing that he went live, but do not disturb there. But yeah, Sax SAX Squatch. But yeah, good stuff. But I'm waiting until September to renew my lease. Not due until then. They wanted everyone to sign the end of the month. I have been feeling like I'm going to move for 3 months now, manifesting. Same here, Elizabeth. My lease is up in December, and absolute. I'm not resigning come hell or high water. I'll put my stuff in storage and sleep in my car and down on the Gulf Coast somewhere if I had to, but just to stay warm. But no, I would not. Absolutely not resign this lease either. So, hello, socks. All right. So what we do with the curve cards here, old school cologne, right? I got this in 2001, 2002, 2002. It came with a poker set. I got a bottle of curve, but and so what we do with the cards, if you haven't seen this before, if you've been with us, it's just picking the numbers and the colors and the suits. Why? Fast intuition. Why? Maybe you're driving past someplace and you're like, maybe I should apply there. Maybe you meet somebody and it's like, you want to be able to grab their energy instantly. If you don't have fast intuition, you got to ground into it. You got to feel into it. You're going to take a moment. And, is this person good for me? Are they not? What's the energy I'm feeling here? If we have fast intuition, everything is instantaneous. You go to the store, you meet somebody, boom, you're moving faster than normally. So you reach in, oh, this person feels good. Boom, instantly you feel it, you know. everything in this universe is about feeling. Generally speaking, it's not about seeing it or anything else. You have to feel into it first, because otherwise, yeah, it would be you don't want to see in this realm too well, because you wouldn't see. Everywhere you see would be creatures and ghosts and energy, and it would be quite interesting. You probably wouldn't be able to handle it, but yeah, as you're walking through energy fields and around people and other things. But yeah, so that's why we do the curve cards here. And really, this all came from Victor when he's doing on Truth Wave Energy there, where he's doing the pick a Father Sky or Mother Gaia or Peace, whatever you're doing. He's picking those, and you're picking at the end there what he's revealing. So it gave me the idea to speed that up a little bit with the curve cards here as well. And of course, tomorrow, if you're not watching, tomorrow I believe is Victor's 1 year anniversary on YouTube, and as he's shut up like a thousand subscribers in a couple of weeks. But yeah, so check that out. It's going to be early tomorrow, so we will have a shorter show. We'll be done within an hour straight up, as Victor will be going live earlier. But yeah, so check that out. Tomorrow, Victor's 1 year anniversary on Truth Wave there. Absolutely amazing. And so yeah, be there to support that for sure. And we'll shorten the show just a hair, just to make sure we get in there. But yeah, so Hershey, have a fantastic day. We love you. Thank you for stopping by and giving us your serenading us with your amazing energies. We appreciate it and look forward to seeing you live again. For sure. Bonnie Binsky, good dawning. Bonnie sent me a wonderful birthday card, which is over there on my mantle. But thank you, Bonnie. Thank you all, really. I'm grateful beyond words. All right, so let's work with the curve cards here. We're just going to do the 4. We'll leave the joker. We'll put the jokers in later in the week. Joker's wild, so to speak. There you go. All right, they don't make TV shows like that anymore. All right, no more Joker's wild. But all right, so here we go, guys. We're going to Tootsie roll. Tootsie, that's Suzette's cat. All right, so we're going to work with the curve. So call it when you see it. We're just picking colors right now. Then we'll do the suits and then move on from there. And let me know, guys, in the chat, or we'll create a poll tomorrow. But is this working? Is this something you want to keep in the show? This is if it is, we'll keep it going. If it's not, we can diss the curve cards quite easily. It's really up to you guys if you like the intuitive stuff, or if it's something that we should write out of the show. It's really all right. Josh, spontaneously speak in sight and light language, and now they had me singing light language after your show. Oh wow, Elizabeth, awesome. I spontaneously speak and sing. There we go. I forgot the I. Light language, and now they had me sing. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome, Elizabeth. So Elizabeth does light language as well. A lot of us may have those hidden gifts there, but they may not have come out. In Elizabeth's case, it comes out when it does. All right, so Lottie, you love the intuitive. Me too, Lottie. Okay, so we're gonna keep these in the game. Keep it. Okay, deal. And we may get different cards like stars and stripes and like those kind of cards, intuitive cards. All right. So for the moment, then let's do colors. And here we go. All right. First card is, you may have seen it. I hope not. All right. So what color is that? Is that black or red? All right, guys. So the color of this card is red. Red heart. Okay. We're going to keep them pretty fast here. Black or red? Birth have to walk. Tengu kitty. All right. What about the chats? Off topic as well as pros, cons, such alleged strengths and weaknesses. Mental fun facts. Hot issues of power if used. Nice. All right. We have black. We have the spade. All right. So now we're 50-50 here. So red or black? All right. We got a lot of B's in the chat there. And correct. Let's see clubs. And then finally, this is your memory test, right? So the last card, guys, is always going to be your memory test if we're using 4. That's up to you. But again, in this realm here, your memories, yeah. Look at my dad. He has no memory, and he cannot function in this realm at all, pretty much. All right. Last card is, yes, and you guys mostly got it. Red, of course, the diamond. All right. So let's shuffle these again, and we're going to step into the suits themselves and see what we get from the suits. going to drop that. All right, here we go, guys. All right, I almost didn't want to do same color. LOL. All right, first card. What's the suit? We'll take 5 seconds here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I drop it, right? And there we go. No cool points on that one. All right, Ace of Diamonds. All right, next card. What is the suit? Love tuning forks lately and want to get healing so much more, as if universe is saying, get them already. How we suck energy in and out different ways. Yeah, tuning forks are amazing. If you want tuning forks, Witchy Trista's channel is dedicated to tuning forks, among other things, and she is amazing with her tuning forks. All right, who got the hearts there? Scotty Boy put hearts in there. So did D. Put hearts in as well. So favor, guys. And, all right, 2 more. And all right, what do we got? There's only 2 suits left. So if you were watching there. And yeah, we're going to have Trista back on at some point here as well to redo her tuning forks, hopefully in stereo. She's just working on mic stuff. All right, so Scotty Boy's got clubs. Millie had spade. Spade, spade. All right, so Scotty Boy. And Laddie with the club. All right, so the last card then, as we know, would be, and we'll throw this up real quick, memory tester as well. Yeah. All right, so the last card is the spade. Clubs was the last card prior to that. All righty, guys. We will do this again tomorrow. And what this does is it reorganizes our brain to be faster with our intuition. It allows us, when we're out in the greater source field, to be more intuitive, right? To, for example, if you're walking in a new town, right, and you want to find something to eat, how many of you just drive down the street and go, that looks good? I'll go there without even going online. Generally, that's my MO, right? So if I'm driving down the street, like I went to Detroit once, right? And so we're in Detroit with a friend, and like, let's go here. And so we walk in, and of course, the restaurant had been on Diners, Dive-Ins, and Drives. It had been on the Food Network. The chef had been on Top This and that and the other. And so we walk in and say, oh, all right, we found the greasy spoon in town. That kind of intuition. So, so yeah, for yourself, that's why we do these things. It's not to find the best restaurant that's been on Diners, Dive-Ins, and Drives, although it helps, right? If you have that intuitive hit, like, ooh, that restaurant looks good, let's go there. But you get the idea. So when you're out and about in your universe, having that fast intuition, I need a parking space. Ooh, let me make a left. There's the parking space. I'm exact. You get the idea. So yeah, that's why we do these things, because it's an intuitive realm. And the more that you can stay in that intuitive state and keep in your flow, then the more that things are going to come to you, for you, the more you're able to create your universe from an intuitive standpoint, and not trying to bang square pegs in the round holes in your universe. Everything kind of flows together and just kind of hits. Chicken jockey? A chicken jockey? What? All right, you see the weirdest stuff in the chat, and you just go, okay, a chicken jockey. I have no idea. Do you? That's the question. All right. So yeah, so how's everybody doing? It's been a couple of weeks, crazy couple of weeks here, at least in my universe, between working. I guess I should finally get this off. Here we go. Finally take this off here, the event staff badge for being on the floor at Fish. But yeah, so crazy how your universe, what change in your universe? We're definitely seeing change for sure. So yeah, so for my birthday weekend, working two floor shifts at Fish was phenomenal. And then the third night going to the show there, which was a good show, to say the least. Yeah, so definitely, are you seeing change in your universe? Because are you creating the change you want? We're still not there yet, but we're getting much better. We've got big change. If I look back, and we're never saying to look back, but it is good idea to kind of take stock sometimes of where you are. And of course, we're inverted. If you're with us here, please hit the thumbs up as well. We have 21 in the chat and 12 likes, so we're inverted here. But that's kind of interesting as well. I'm so happy to be there, Jimena. What do we got with Jimena? Good dawning. Let's see what we've got. Millie, thank you so much for the support yesterday. It was super. I ruined what I was saying, but people like you guys support. All right, I'm gonna kind of shift things for a quick sec. If you did not catch the magic of healing with Jimena yesterday, you really missed something. Because yeah, thank you, Jimena. Your vulnerability yesterday, what you stated there, brought me to tears. It was about as real as any YouTube video I've ever seen, and thank you. Sometimes we look to people on YouTube, we watch YouTube, and we always want it to be like like my show a couple weeks ago. That was only like 15 minutes. We look for things here that, and we look up to people, but we're all in a boat. We're all into some sort of swimming in something, right? And thank you, Jimena. That was amazing. Your vulnerability yesterday was beautiful, and the realness of it. It was very moving, and thank you. Exactly. Yeah. So do I. Yeah. Well. Yeah. And definitely, we need to work together at some point. But for sure. But yeah, if you missed that yesterday, you really missed something special because you just get down to it. Sometimes you just got to lay it out there, and we're not all perfect, and we're not all. Nobody here. We're not all living the woohoo. Right. I'm still exactly, and so thank you, Jimena, for reminding us we're all human. And we're all going through something, and even when you're watching us, we're any of us on YouTube here, we're all still swimming in it too, in some fashion. So yeah, if you haven't didn't get a chance to watch that yesterday, do so by all means, and maybe I'll throw it in the community tab there. But yeah, you really missed something special and something real, really real. Not that but you get the idea. So yeah, thank you, Jimena. Lurkers, even small comment helps with the algorithm during lives and after. This is true. Even if somebody, even if they put in a negative comment, I've noticed someone who, after I felt feeling expressed and opened up, they viewed me as all else after different. You are so beautiful, but sometimes we need to remind us. Yes. Um, you're absolutely welcome there, Jimena. Thank you. Really, thank you, because it was really refreshing. And Angela, yeah, if you missed Angela yesterday as well, with her light language, which is absolutely stunning, and her voice is just beyond beautiful. So we're gonna have her on as well again. But so yeah, there's we're all kind of in some sort of we're all going through it in whatever way we're going through it. But yeah, exactly. Thank you again. Scotty, I was talking about how I was suffering from abuse my whole life, and one of them showed up in my live to try to embarrass me. It was favor. Yeah, I know that there was some. I was kind of driving, but I know somebody had come into the live there, and yeah, big favor to that. All right, guys. So let's do some gratitude here. Speaking of favor, we do work with gratitude here as well. This is a show about energetics, staying in a state, or at least recognizing where we're grateful. At least through the show, right? We do this on a Monday through Friday. Allows us. You can see I'm on the verge of needing to blow my nose, but yeah, it's that time of year, right? So there we go. Swallow it down. But so from your end and mine, if you have a pen and piece of paper, if you want to grab it, we're going to do fast gratitude again. By doing fast gratitude, intuitive gratitude, right? Then we immediately know, all right, we can jump into gratitude state. We can see where we're at. By grounding into gratitude, we see a bigger universe. I had a minor Kundalini awakening through gratitude, and kind of was in the same boat I'm in now. I kind of recreated a situation that isn't too far familiar from where I was the last time when I moved to Longmont and got out of it. So who knows? Good dawning, Teresa. But yeah, so by grounding into gratitude and being grateful for what I do have in this, my current, like you guys, like Teresa showing up, like Chris being on vacation and being in the audience, and being able to work fish on the floor over the weekend. Finding the places where you can be grateful in your universe does what? Allows for more to come in. If we're angry or frustrated or resentful about our universe, are we going to create more within our universe? Is it going to be easier to create our universe, or does it make it harder for us to create when we're not grounded into gratitude? When we're, especially if we're looking at like our universe with anger or frustration, like this is what you're giving me, well, stick it. Stick it where the sun doesn't shine, so to speak, to your universe. Then it's going to be harder to create. And if you're not grateful for what you have, or if you're resentful for what you have, especially if you don't realize that you're the one who created it to begin with, then you're resentful against yourself. It's going to make it even harder for you to create anything new in your universe if you're not grateful for what you've already created. Creating from a space of I hate my universe will not create the universe that you're looking for. It'll create more of I hate or dislike my universe, or my universe isn't working for me, or whatever it is in your frame there. All right, I'm a little dizzy from that fall I took, but thankful no break. Oh, favor D Ocean, I did not know you fell as well. I know Yolanda had a big fall and is still in recovery from it. Favored D Ocean, so that everything is well. Absolutely grateful for being able to read. Yeah, you know what? 50%, 40 something percent doesn't read, right? You guys have to realize, if when you talk about gratitude here, what side of the fence are you on? Are you in sub-Saharan Africa in a tent, or in a waking up in a dirt pile? No, you're not. All of us here, generally speaking, are on that 50% side of the planet, even if your universe doesn't look like what it wants, right? You may not have the job you want. You may not have the boyfriend or girlfriend you want. You may not have the car you want. You may not be spiritually where you want to be, what have you. Your relationships may not be what you want. But on the other hand, you're on the other side of the planet, right? You have running water. You have a wall that's keeping you from staying cold, right? You have a fridge. I have a fridge over there with food that I went to Sam's Club yesterday and procured, right? Costco, Sam's Club, and procured, right? I stopped being karmic, right? And buy food for myself to take care of myself. A lot of my energies for myself have been against myself karmically. Like, I'll be all right, I don't need food. And just to save money, but you have to trust your universe as well and just go and do the shopping, right? Yes, all the falls lately. My mom fell about 3 weeks ago too. Ooh, favor. Yes, she. Favor. Really. Yeah, everybody stay stable in your universe and vertical. The fact that we can vertically walk is pretty a miracle within itself. But big favor to your mom there. Gratitude meditations are everything day with me. Fantastic. Yeah, I don't do we're going to do some gratitude right here. I'm grateful for microwave corn on the cob. There we go. Hopefully it's not Terminator corn there by Monsanto, but yeah. You don't want to eat Terminator corn, what it sheds from the husk. But if it's organic corn, good to go. But do keep in mind that if you go to the EU, corn is not a food product. Generally, Spain maybe, but generally speaking, corn is not considered human food in most countries. But interesting thought there. Love our family healing tool. Speaking of lucky, there, if you guys missed on Sunday, we did Nuestra Tabla Rasa, and it is in the community tab there on my channel, and I think it's on probably everybody's channel. Lucky's mine. Millie's as well there, but so definitely check that out. And next week, Witchy Trista will be live and running the show. I don't know if I'll be there, most likely not, actually, with work. I'm working at Fiddler's Green, selling a parking ticket, doing parking. When I got, but that was on the schedule way before we did Nuestra Tabla Rasa. So let's do some fast gratitude, guys. So from your end and mine, what's keeping what's keeping you afloat? For me, it's what I'm grateful for in my universe. And when I can ground into gratitude, I see my universe from another angle, right? I'm not looking at it from what I'm missing. I'm not looking at it from a state of lack or I don't have or I need. I'm looking at what I'm grateful for right now that's already in my universe or that I've created in my universe. And so it's about how you stand in your frame. You choose the energies. You are the one standing in the center of it all. So as you stand center in your universe and everything spins around you, clockwise, right? Everything spins around you. You're the one centered up in your universe that's creating that spin, right? So what energy are you spinning up and are you bringing in gratitude, or are you standing in center of lack and frustration and not seeing what exactly? I am grateful for this community, grateful for Clint having my back and always making me laugh, however. Grateful for my daughter who is motivating, grateful for having health, and grateful for my job. So what are you grateful for? If you want to take a moment here, we're going to take about a minute and write it down, either on paper. You can write it down in your head, and I'm going to go blow my nose as well. Or you can write it down on paper here as well, or in the chat. So take a minute and write down what you are grateful for. I'm going to disappear from the chat for like 2 seconds here just to get up and blow my nose, but I will be right back. There we go. All right, so what are we grateful for? I'll write this down. All right. I'm grateful for the small things. Oh, good. Yeah, it was a dizzy day. Favor there, Deoceans. Yeah. And then all of you guys out there, yeah, that's two people who have fallen on this between Yolanda and Deoceans here. So stay stable, guys. The energies out there can be really, really crazy. But I'm grateful for all of us. There were 3 people, and Max Vision got hurt. Oh, wow. So you see what's going on here. Staying in balance. It's crazy energies out there. All right. So from my end, I'm grateful for love, grateful for all of you, for possibilities. Sometimes you can be grateful for things that aren't there, but I'm grateful for the possibilities, the open-ended amazingness that my universe can create, right? I'm grateful for creating flow, financial and otherwise, in my universe. Are you seeing these things? Sometimes you can be grateful for what's not right in front of you, but yet grateful that it's there in the first place. And then grateful for new people, the relationship with my mother, but new people, new relationships, new ways to see a relationship, and so grateful for all of that. So what that's, and it changes but what are you grateful for? What do you get? My guides do not want me to use the microwave except coffee getting cold. Yeah, play love remember. I put my microwave, I lived in a apartment that had internal doors instead of like external, so I put my apartment or my microwave and took it down to the mail area and set it right down there. It's free on it. And it was a 2016, 17, 2017. I got rid of it. Have not used a microwave in heated water once in my current microwave here, but that's it. Otherwise, 2017 was the last time I ever used a microwave for anything of any sort. Anything frozen just gets heated in the oven and takes 45 minutes, and we just deal with it. But so yeah, Josh and Channel, he began allowing for such beautiful connections. So grateful. Thank you, guy. Pretend it's iced coffee. That's what I do. There you go. I'm grateful for my front porch to sit. I wish I had a front porch to sit on. I'm an outside guy, but sitting on my patio, it just faces all the other patios, and it's like I'm just on display. It's not fun. I'm grateful for my front porch to sit on. Grateful for watching the sun come up, birds singing. There we go. Seeing great KD. Sitting Jimena video at the moment I did, my children. Yeah, seeing Jimena's video yesterday was, I was grateful to be part of that live. My children, the life I have been able to live, the small family genetic I have as well, our soul family food and abilities to begin new things daily. There, that's beautiful, okay? All right. So where's Yolanda been? Hope she is well and returned. All right, so great, Lottie B, and we're grateful for Lottie's piano work as well, right? Grateful for the cuddle my dog is giving me right now and the awesome community. Put it in a small pot on the range. All right. So, yeah. So, what are you grateful for? Keep the gratitude attitude going when you're. What are you centered in? This is really the bigger question. And when you walk out of your front door, are you centered in that gratitude or are you centered in lack? Jinx. Are you centered in frustration? Or are you centered in anger? Whatever you carry out your front door, whatever you're carrying as your centered energy for that day, is going to create what you see in your universe. So if you're standing in lack and you stand in that frame where you're seeing lack, like you wake up and it's like, damn it, I need them out of this and I need that, and my universe is just not provided. Whatever it is, if you're seeing that, you're going to create more lack. This is just a giant Xerox machine of our feelings and our emotions and where we're standing. And so if we're standing in, like today, I'm standing in gratitude. I get my hair cut, right? Finally. Some days like today, it looks all right, but from the camera. But if you're standing here, no, it needs cut. But especially in the back, right? I'm starting to pull a Jerry. You remember Jerry Seinfeld? Seinfeld, right? Back in the '90s, where everybody had like this scraggly long hair in the back. Yeah, to say the least. But so grateful. What can you stand in gratitude for today? Or are you standing in anger, frustration? Maybe somebody yelled at you yesterday, and you're still in that frame, right? But that would be your ego, not you. Your source. You look at them. Source would look at somebody pity, but if they're yelling at you, we see them in a different light, right? But if you're frustrated for coming from your egoed self, you're going to see that and take an offense to that. So, John, good dawning. So it's really where you're standing within yourself. What is that energy? Because if you think about it, you're just this source ball of light, right? Standing here, radiating energy. What vibration are you radiating? Gratitude? Everything will spin around to bring more gratitude into your universe. If frustration, fine. You can have that, then you're going to get all the red lights you want. You're gonna keep trying to grab the waitress or the waiter at the restaurant, and you're gonna miss them. Those things will happen, right? You'll go to the bathroom, somebody will be in there because you're going to create situations, and if that's your centered energy as frustration, you're going to create more frustration in your universe as your centered energy. It's going to just spin that up. So, standing in gratitude as your centered energy, or love, or peace, or abundance. And again, you have to plug abundance in financial or whatever. The universe loves the word abundance because it's an open-ended word, right? So you can get anything. Abundance of ants in your house, right? That's an abundance. An abundance of bees flying into your car. 3 bees would be an abundance of bees in your car. So it's really up to what you state there. But so what are you centering in yourself? PG, good dawning there. What are you centering in yourself, and what is the center? John, big hello to you as well. John and Fatima, they both they share the same content generally. So subscribe to one, subscribe to the other as well. And of course, John and Fatima are related. Yeah. So from your end, what energy when you get out of bed are you having? Are you standing in your crappy childhood and everybody's attacking me and I'm just a victim? Or are you standing in gratitude that you're past that? Are you standing in gratitude for whatever that you woke up today? Just that gratitude alone will get you very far in your universe, because the universe is going to see that you're grateful to be alive, grateful to be awake. So it's going to give you more situations that are going to make you more grateful. If you're resentful, spiteful, angry, frustrated, whatever, you're going to create those situations. We're just an energetic Xerox machine. So that's why we do this. Part of why we do this is to ground into that fast gratitude. Staying in that gratitude keeps us in that attitude, and it keeps us centered and brings more into our universe. You sit down and eat, grateful for the ramen noodles, even though it's not the best food for you for sure. You can be grateful to have better food in the long run, even if it's just ramen. Thank God I'm grateful I used to have something to eat. Your universe will provide better in the long run if you can stay grateful for even what you don't want in your universe. Mr. Muscles, can you say happy birthday to Nick Gurr? Happy birthday, Nick Gurr. There you go. All right, Mr. Muscles here. You're also going to have a 16-hour control spike. Zen helps the heels. A cortisol spike, yes, exactly. So do you want to spike your cortisol? A lot of us, myself included, that's why we do the some of the sighs that we do when we breathe in to release that excess cortisol, although it's still there. I mean, release through breath. You can release cortisol through breath. There we go. I need to blow my nose again. Bear with me a moment, guys. All right, much better there. Sometimes you're sitting there and it's like you can feel it. Like if I don't blow my nose, I'm gonna end up hitting a snot rocket or something. But yeah, so thank you guys. We do not want that on camera. It's nuts. I personally did not meet him. I felt okay. Get it out, Josh. Exactly. We do breathing sometimes on my channel. Yeah, we're gonna do some breathing here as well. Jimena, check out Jimena's channel and D Ocean's channel as well. D Ocean Deep Woo does breathing on her channel, and so you guys all have brunches. So all you got to do is tap on any avatar there, anybody's picture there, and it'll just go to channel and should shrink me, and then you can subscribe to their channels there. Most people don't breathe well. Exactly. Most people do not breathe consciously. That's the biggest thing, is that they're breathing, but it's shallow breathing, if you want to call it that, where you're breathing, but you're not taking it in deeply. So when we do breathing here, we concentrate on that. I try for myself, and this is a good point there, D Oceans there. When we're talking about breathing, cycling your breath. If you are looking to, when we're talking about trauma responses and how we're grounding into our universe, right? So are you grounding into love, to peace, and are you grounding into your breath, or are you in a traumatic state? For myself, it's about regulating your, and we'll get into that a little bit here tomorrow and such, but regulating your nervous system as well. So for the gratitude is part of regulating our nervous system. By standing in gratitude, we're vibrating in our nervous system, right? We're vibrating gratitude. We're not seeing the negatives in our universe, even if they're glaringly in front of us. We're trying to stay in that gratitudinal. I don't even think that's what gratitudinal state, but the grateful state. There we go. And so we frame that in ourselves. We vibrate that. It lowers our cortisol. We start seeing things in a better manner. It loosens up the energy to bring stuff into our frame. What you tell the universe you're grateful for, you're saying you want more of, right? And then even if your situation isn't the best, pick out 5 things that are grateful in it and ground into that. Because if you want to sit there and try to ground into what doesn't work, which you can do, and I've done that too, you're going to get more of what doesn't work in your universe. It's all about, literally, think of like a top, right? You're the spinning top. When you spin the top, you have an intention to have fun, right? Spin the top. You spin it, and depending if it's a top or a gyroscope, it may go for 5 minutes or it may go for 2 hours, right? If it's a gyroscope, it'll just spin for a while, right? So and then think of that as you. So you're that spinning, and what are you drawing in based on your vibration? That's really all it is. And so when you walk out the front door of your house, are you in gratitude? Are you in excitement? Are you in joy? Or are you frustrated? Are you angry? Are you looking for confrontation? Are you in the energy of who pissed in my Cheerios, so to speak? If you get that energy, right, from the 80s there, who pissed in their Cheerios? Oh, thank you, Josh, for all the love. Thank you, Jimena. Really, what you did yesterday is, if you guys didn't watch it, it's phenomenal, because it's real. It's as real as, and not that this isn't real, but you'll see it, and you'll see there's another right, a whole another universe there that you generally don't see on YouTube, and it was really amazing. And that's what it's standing in that frame. So what are you standing in today? What's your centered frame? I guess I pissed on your Cheerios to say I'm not. I know I used to say ha ha. I don't even know where that came from. I think it came from Mr. Mom when they were there's a scene where she goes to work. Terry Gar goes to work for the first time, and she's like, they're in the boardroom. He's like, well, who pissed on your Cheerios today? I think that's where the comment, the term came from the movie Mr. Mom. I'm here to keep the high vibes going. There you go, Scotty. But seriously, what vibe are you carrying out in your universe today? What are you bringing? And that's why we do the gratitude. The idea is to end the show so that you can find some gratitude, even if your universe, even if you got to get into a jalopy car, Can you be grateful that the car is rolling down the street and you get where you need to go? Even if it's not the car you want. If you have a job you're going to, even if it's not the job you want. Eventually the crystal shop became the job I didn't want. But that energy also pushed me out of it. But from your end, even if you don't like your job, can you hold up gratitude for having a job? Because the gratitude for having a job will then help to bring in another job, right? If you hate your current job and you kind of roll in that energy of, I dislike my current job, and hold that energy as a space, then it makes it harder for the universe to bring in a better job, because you're already saying, this is what I created and I hate it. So I want something, right? If you hate what you create, then the universe, exactly, it's hard as hell to create from a dismanifested or mismanifested state. You have to accept where you're at first and what you chose to, you created it. It's your energy. Whether you think you're the victim of the circumstances of what happened to you or not, your centered energy is what creates your universe. So my centered energy created the lack universe I live in. My centered energy created the jobless universe based on lack, right? And so I'm recentering my energy to say, no, I'm worthy of having an amazing way to bring in money, however that is. I'm not saying it's work or otherwise. I have an amazing way to do so. And then I trust in gratitude, but I also put my foot forward in energy to see what I can create. But the hardest and the biggest thing is standing in the energy of what you want. It's not even the physical doing. It's getting off of the Hillary Duff in your energetic state and climbing out of that. Everything starts with that first. If you want change in your universe, everything starts with that centered energetic state and what you're holding within your personal frame. Yeah, that's why we do the gratitude, is so that we're holding that gratitude in the dawning, and then carrying that throughout the day. And yeah. All right, so we're going to work with, I see manifestations occur by others, and I'm like, dang, he believes XYZ more. And that's really it. Interesting. Yeah, that's really about it, Kay. Is that you believe that you are worthy. You believe that you can bring it into your frame. You believe that you can have it. You see yourself with it, and you don't allow anybody else to tell you otherwise. A lot of us, that's why we don't create the universe we want, is because we're living off of other people's expectations, other people's energies, other people's drives and motivations. And so we're sitting there. My mother said I should be this, or my dad says I should be that. And so we don't want to be that. So whether we even ever get to that, most people don't. They end up fighting within themselves internally about being what they want versus what their parents want, but never getting anywhere. So it's really about centering into yourself. There's 8 billion, and if we believe there's 8 billion people on the planet, who knows? But there's 8 billion 8 billion expressions of source on planet Earth in some form or fashion, whether they're real NPCs or otherwise. It's still an expression of source, right? But there's 8 billion different vibrations on this planet, and each and every one person's universe is only created by the vibration, their resonant vibration of what they hold inside themselves. So if that resonant vibration is abundance, and you see yourself, I am the abundance, I am, statement, right? I am all abundance of the universe. I am the abundance that the universe provides. I am my own abundance. I am the greatest abundance that's ever been seen on planet Earth. If we start carrying yourself that way, then you're going to see that in your frame, because you're going to create situations psychologically, so whether consciously or not, and you're going to draw situations in based on your I am statement to create that for yourself in some way. Now, if it's married with a bit of lack, like I am, and then there's something back here going, no, you're not at all. That's going to win. So whatever is the strongest voices, it's generally speaking, if you cannot stand in the frame of what you know that you are, then that other voice is going to win, and you're going to fight yourself. You're going to be fighting to find that space where you can create your universe. So keep that in mind. If the opposite, if you see yourself as abundant, but yet at the same time, look out to your universe. I am all abundance, but it's not showing itself in my universe. Where is it, damn it? That sort of energy, it still won't show up. You have to stand in that frame that you are what you say you are. I am the abundance that I've been looking for. Boom. Clear. Next. I don't have to say anything else. I said it. I stated it. I let it go. I create it, right? Most of what I've ever created in my universe has Angela, good dawning. Grateful to see you. And 24 hours ago, Angela was live with us. So if you missed that, please check out the replay there. And of course, check out Angela's channel as well. Again, you all have wrenches, so just tap on Angela there and you can go right to her channel and subscribe. But so the question is, what energy are you standing in centered today? And that centered energy is what's going to spin around you for your day. So if you're standing in frustration, lack, what have you, do you want to gin up? You're creating it like the jinn, right? Or generate or create or exegore, however you see it, right? Egregore, energies of lack or frustration or anger or whatever it is you're seeing. You create the frame. So if you're seeing love or abundance or what have you, you create that just as easily as you create everything else. But we've been taught, and it's actually harder. This is going to be crazy to figure out here, but think about this a second. The vibration of lack, of not worthiness, of not wanting, of pushing away is harder. It's like frowning causes it's more muscles to frown than it is to smile. You have to hold an intention to hold a frown. It's not natural. But your smile is more natural. It's more natural how your face relaxes. Are you seeing what you're understanding? You are creating this. So again, as energy, as an energizer battery walking down the street, what do you want to be? What energy, what you are vibrating, what's coming off, what you're radiating is what becomes your universe as you're walking down that street. As we'd said yesterday, like the swagger on Saturday Night Live there, right? Or Saturday Night Fever. When he's walking down, it's just a good example. When he's walking down the street and he has that energy and you hear the music, right? And he's walking, that's the energy. Are you carrying yourself with that energy or are you carrying yourself with your head down? Seeing lack and frustration in your universe. You're going to create that for you, and you'll just have more situations of lack and frustration in your head down universe. So keep all that in mind. That's why we do the gratitude. It's to center into that attitude and then carry that throughout our day, even if you've become a master when you can be grateful for situations that show up in your universe that aren't things that you would generally be grateful for. You can be grateful for what would generally be considered negative in your universe, then yeah, and that's where it becomes masterful. I strut just like John Travolta, but that's the idea: is that you're look at the energy he's carrying. He's not feeling lack. He is not walking down the street going, "I am not worthy." He is walking down the street with his head held high, looking at everybody in their eyes. That's the energy, right? He's seeing himself in that frame, and he's creating a universe that frames him up like that. Even though he's working in a paint store, right? Hardware store. You get the idea. He's not seeing his circumstances. He's seeing the energy within himself, as we all should. We're not our circumstances. Our circumstances were our unchecked energy that created our universe. Now that we're in checked energy, we create our own energy and we stand in it with our own knowledge and frame, right? We are aware of the energy we're now generating. We create our universe, right? We walk with purpose. Exactly. Thank you guys. Yeah, subscribe to the Oceans. I did not even, so subscribe and we'll check out her breath work as well. I'm thinking of starting a mind speak practice on my channel, like telepathy. Ooh, there we go. That would be amazing. Big energy. Yes, be proud. Don't shrink. Exactly. Carry yourself as the God that you are. You were all gods. We are gods, and you are a God yourself. So if you carry yourself in that manner and see yourself as a God walking on earth, makes things a lot easier. It's all about how you frame everything. This is all the imaginatory frame universe. That's why we start with the divine feminine and feel into it and imagine it first, and then we go and create it. All right, guys. Speaking of creating, we're going to work with the rainbow fluorite. And this, of course, came from at Chloe's Crystals. Before we go any further, though, we do want to take a moment for all of those speaking of Chloe in Texas there, and grateful where she is. All of those involved in the Texas floods there and favor. We send love and peace to everybody in Texas there, and big healing love. And sometimes that's all you can do is just send big healing love and see love within that. And so we seal it off and send them love. All right, guys. Yes, I subbed to 2 more to awesome. Okay. All right. So we're going to work with the rainbow fluorite. Rainbow fluorite works with root and sacral chakras to break up barriers to creativity, to bringing into your universe. And so we're going to work with that. Lakeside Laura does a premiere at 3. She does one generally daily there. Either she does her bells and her bowls, and she did Alexa. And if you missed Alexa yesterday, quite interesting there with the. And if your town has an obelisk, then it. She talked about the 3 central cities of power: London, Rome, and Washington, D.C. So if you have your town has an oblique, like this, one of these, the Washington Monument. There are towns in Colorado where you drive into their city center, and there's an oblique in their city center. Westminster being one, for example, has an oblique right in their city center. What does that tell you? They are aligned with Washington, London, and the Vatican. We leave it alone. So if your town has one, your town is aligned with the agenda. That yes, there you go. So there's one in Longmont. So there you go. So aligned, right? 15-minute city. We leave that alone. But there we go. Aligned. That energy. There you go. All right. So here we go with aligning your root and sacral chakra. We're gonna do this for about 3 or 4 minutes here because we're already over, and then we will close out with a group hug. All right. Here we go, guys. So from your end, what are you looking to create? When, of course, with your permission there, you can always close out the phone. You can disappear. You can stick around. It's up to you. All right, here we go, guys. All right. So what are you looking to create in your universe? This will help break up your root and sacral chakras there to bring in energies. Victor, good dawning. And to help move you forward. Going to church outside different reasons, ways, energy to hold. Sorry, Scotty, what's going on there? All right. She's okay to do floods. On the floods there south of her favor. That's what we thought. She had her own flood. If you want to check out the Chloe there, she had her own flood. She had a backyard lake a couple of weeks ago. And there is a short on that, so you can check that out. On at Chloe's Crystals, who should be live with us in a few weeks. She's just waiting for a package. Otherwise, it'll be a rehash of all the old stuff she has. But she's got a package on the boat on the way, so it should be here shortly. And we'll have Chloe live again on a Saturn day dawning. Meant church from previous comment as town X on map and learning of churches alignment. Oh yeah, you watch where the churches are on your map and see where they're aligned. Exactly. All right. So what are you trying to create? What are you looking to create? Don't try it. You're either doing or do not. There is no. Even if you think you're trying, you're doing. It just may not turn out, but you're doing. So we're moving blocks for creativity. We're moving blocks to move forward. We're breaking up the root and sacral chakras with the rainbow fluorite that came from at Chloe's Crystals. Grace, love you. Lindsay's internet has been temperamental as of late. Lindsay's internet has been down as of late. We occasionally get something in the Discord, but yeah, she's her internet's not working, and hopefully she doesn't go with her last comment there. Well, if my internet's not working, maybe it's time to leave the leave YouTube. We hope not, but hopefully favor to our internet being fixed there. All right, so we're working on removing creative blocks today and standing in gratitude, right? Grateful that the creative blocks are moved. You can merge the two and create extra energy. That's the thing, guys. You are the energetic master of your universe. You are your own He-Man and She-Ra. And so what are you creating as the master of your universe, right? Just don't create a Castle Grayskull. There's no fun in that. All right, we're cleaning up blockages in the root chakra right now. I can feel it in mine. They can be intuitive, working on grounding. I love Chloe's Crystals, of course, Chloe. Yeah, favorite Chloe, if thankfully You're not anywhere near what the floods were, but oof. I'm usually in bed by 8:30 Eastern time. Wow. Yeah, I got to stop going to bed at like 1 a.m., 2 a.m., and then doing good donning. But yeah, I only get like 3-4 hours of sleep every day. Some days it's like 2. But all right, guys, we'll seal this off here in a moment. But visualize yourself today. What are you looking to create? What are you wanting for your universe? Get a haircut at 1:30, which means I got to go rewash my hair. At least get the hair gel out of it. But that's okay. And I think Thursday is a full moon, so there should be Wednesday or Thursday should be a fire homer from Jared this Thursday, I believe. All right, so today is Tuesday. So who is live today? I know that Jimena is live today. She's going live daily, so she'll be live this afternoon. So keep an eye open for that. I know Teresa. I think it's at noon with Jimena. Teresa Wounds to Wisdom should be live. If she's going live, it would be 3 o'clock my time, 5 o'clock Eastern time. Krista, if she's live, would be around noon my time, or 10 my time, noon your time, East Coast time. Let's see. Of course, we have Victor who will be live, and tomorrow Victor will be live early. Keep in mind, tomorrow is Victor's 1-year anniversary of Truth Wave, so we will end the show. I'll make sure that we give him. He's going to go live at like 7:15. It's like quarter after, so he's going to go early, and so we'll make sure to give him space for that for sure. And so check out Victor, and of course today as well at 9:45. And tonight is Laura B. Let Spirit Guide at 7 o'clock, 5 o'clock Eastern, or 5 o'clock my time, 7 o'clock Eastern time would be Let Spirit Guide or Laura B. She used to be live on our channel here, and now she's on her own. We're going to seal this off, guys. Let's seal this off. And so Laura will be live tonight. And then, yeah, fantastic. All right, guys, let's seal this off. And let's do a group hug. All right, guys, we're going to close this out with a group hug. So left arm up to the person to your left, right arm up to the person to your right. There we go, guys. And of course, thank you all. And of course, energetics, just like with the Floyd here, works through the internet with our group hug here. So thank you guys for being here today. Amazing. And let's close this out. And so we see each and every one of us in the highest loving light as we take our love as it spins around our energy. We spin it around in a circle. Your love will come from your left hand here, right through your heart chakra, through everybody else's heart chakras, right back through and around as we spin up our love. And all of our hearts connect as one as we spin it up. We lock our love up and our energies up into the greater source field, and we hold that love up into the greater source field, and we send that love like a reverse tornado up to the greater source field. And we see each other in peace and love, and everybody else in peace and love. And we see everybody in the greater source field come in with a home. Everybody has a right to a home, and we see everybody with 4 walls at minimum, with running water and fresh food in their fridge. There's no reason why anybody should be living under a tree, in a hut, or on the ground, or under a bridge, or anywhere else. There's no reason for that. We have enough resources on this planet to give everybody a 2-bedroom, 2,000 square foot home with an acre. That's every man, woman, and child, babies included, with an acre of land in Texas. So everybody can fit in Texas with an acre of land in their own personal 2-bedroom home. We have enough material to do that and enough space. Why do we not do that? I don't know. That's powers to be. Why we do not have a population problem. We have a density problem in our inner cities. But yeah, so we can fit everybody in Texas. And of course, in those homes, everybody should have fresh fruits and vegetables. There's no reason why anybody should be hungry on this planet. 50% of all of our fresh food does not make it to market. It rots, dies in the field, what have you. And so just doing a little bit to care would do a lot to change things on this planet. We see everybody, of course, with running water as well. There's no reason why anybody should be running to a river, a lake, what have you, collecting water, carrying it on their head and bringing it back, and then boiling it in a pot over dung or anything else. There's no reason for any of that. Everybody should have the right to fresh, clean water. We see each and every one of us with love and purpose as well. There's no reason why anybody should not have love or purpose in their universe either. Everybody should have the right to a hug. And of course, we see each and every one of us here as well in perfect and amazing health. We see Henny with her new apartment, new place. We see Karen Suki not going to the doctor in Estes Park there. We see Rick, who we haven't seen in a minute, totally healthy with his with lack of cancer, cleared of cancer completely and never seeing that again. We see anybody, Yolanda having, healing from her fall. We see Deocean's healing from her fall. We see anybody having any issues at all. We see them healed, favor, and everything taken care of. We see all of those in Texas. We send special love to all of those in Texas affected by the floods. We send love to all of those who have, passed with the floods there, and may the closure of all of this bring their families together, and may bring more love to each and every family there, if anything else. And we see the world at peace. We see the armies of the world dropping their weapons and apologizing to those they otherwise would have shot. And we see the governments of the world apologizing for the grifting, grafting, lying, stealing, and the manipulation of their populations. We see the governments of the world having a skiing contest, and whoever's the world's greatest skier out of the world leaders there and doesn't die going down the Black Diamond there, they can do whatever they want and shake their stick to run the stake their ski pole and run the world there. And and we see each and every one of us living our best and most amazing life. We see Mother Gaia with no X's in the sky, no forever chemicals, and no plastics on her surface or in her water. We take the love that we've created here, our tornado of love, and we release it like a balloon into the greater source field. So our love is now connected and our hearts are now connected with the greater source field. And we close this out by saying hallelujah. So it is, and so it shall be, gratefully. All right, guys, we are closed out here. Thank you all for being here for another episode of Good Dawning. We will be here tomorrow again. And tomorrow is Victor's anniversary with Truthwave there. And so we're grateful for that. And so plan to spend some extra time with Victor tomorrow in the Dawning, guys. Hubby had them the day he got them pulled, another set after the gum. Ooh, favor. All right, guys, so we're going to close this out. Remember, everything you do or don't do helps to create your loving, living universe. If you're still in your dark night of the soul, as you release your darkness to your light, you step into your highest self. Your cells spread out, your darkness disappears, and you become a light body. And stand in the light as the darkness that filled it is gone. All right, guys. Good morning, John. Blessings to all. Love you all. Very happy to be here. Thank you, John. Thank you all. And have an amazing day, guys. I will see you all in the next. The next will be Truthwave in just a few minutes, guys. All right, guys, stay awesome because you are. And thank you, Clint. And see you guys in the next. Thanks, guys. Love you. Victor?